You hear that, Jordan?
Yeah. It's kind of creepy.
Let's listen for a second. Want to hear that reminds me of?
The guest we just had on?
Exactly.
Yeah, we had Linnea Quigley on.
I loved it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's a scream queen. Goes back decades. Awesome. Been in things like Return of the Living Dead, Creepozoids, Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
I loved that. Like, I didn't realize how much of the stuff she had been in until I started really looking at it, and then I'm like, oh my god, I remember her in that.
Yeah.
You know, so it's so much. It's even more amazing, besides being amazingly beautiful actress in all these awesome movies that we all love. She's a vegan animal rights activist.
Yeah.
How can you get better than that?
You can't.
No, not at all. Plus, it's a testament to veganism.
It really is. And if you don't believe it, I mean, you can check out her workout videos.
Totally, I love her workout videos. I've only ever seen the clips on YouTube. I wasn't fortunate enough to ever get one of the VHS copies, but
They just came out on DVD.
they just came out on DVD, so check her out on her website. She talks about that in the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what events do we have going on?
We have the Which Side Rendezvous.
That's over Labor Day weekend down in PR Springs.
Yeah. So come on down. It's going to be so fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, but we're going to have a lot of awesome stuff. We're going to have yoga. We're going to have like wilderness survival, outdoorsy, stuff like that.
I'll teach you how to make tofu.
Jeremy's going to teach you how to make tofu.
But, hold on. That's not the best part. The best part is we're going to have an undie fun run.
You're going to have an undie fun run.
I'm going to have an undie fun run.
And I'll probably join you. It'll be fun.
And it'll be lots of fun. It'll be at night. And we'll have headlamps on. Underwear optional.
Whatever, man. And yeah,
and my daughter will be there. So please wear underwear.
And speaking of tofu, I'm going to take that tofu and make some awesome tofu scrambles with it.
You will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be sweet.
You do make good tofu scramble camping. But
Yeah.
when you're not camping, you kind of fuck it up all the time.
No, I make delicious tofu.
When you're camping.
Always.
So it's a good thing that everyone will be camping.
I always make good tofu. I'm going to have a lot of cool stuff there. It's definitely something that you want to check out. Amazing environment. Yeah.
Just getting together and hanging out with awesome people. So check it out, witchsidepodcast.com.
tarsandsresist.org.
Anarchist Black Cross of Salt Lake City.
All right.
Yeah. And enjoy Linnea. Hello?
How's it going?
Hi. Sorry, I got here late. I'm like,
It's totally
doing
fine.
good.
Good. Well, I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Jordan.
Hi.
Hey, it's very
Hi,
nice.
Jordan.
Thanks for coming on. It's very nice for you to do this.
Oh, of course. I flew all the way here just to do your show.
Fine.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's awesome.
of course. I wouldn't want to miss it.
Well, we usually just jump right in. We're pretty laid back. It's more just
Okay.
hanging out and instead of just straight, question answer.
Okay.
But so how long have you been vegan?
Oh my gosh, it's been probably 22 years, I would say.
Jesus, you got
So
me
quite
beat.
a while. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
That is amazing.
I always feel like I'm the
Yes.
old vegan when I was like 15, 16,
Yeah,
17
I'm right
years.
at 20.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah, I've been vegan now for 20 years, a little over 20 years.
Wow.
So
I love it. Yes.
It's
Give me a
amazing.
round of applause.
So what brought you to veganism?
Just because I know, I like was made aware of the horrible cruelty to animals, and that's why I stopped. Also, it's good for you.
Mhm.
So that's another reason. But mainly it was the cruelty to animals that made me just want to stop.
So going vegan, I remember when I went vegan back then, I was a kid, and you're more of an adult. Like, for me, I got the backlash from my parents, but how did people respond to it? You know, I remember growing up and people not even knowing what it was.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think most people would be, they would just say, oh, you need meat because, you need the protein and you're going to get sick. And, they would like kind of make fun of you about that, but, then now they're sitting and they have big fat asses and I don't. So, so it's like I can say, well, you should have gone vegan,
Well, I'm a vegan and I'm getting that big fat ass. I got to change something.
Oh no, just probably too much bread or something like that.
Totally, I love bread way too much. I have like a love affair with bread.
I love carbs.
Oh my
I love
God,
carbs.
They're so good.
Yes,
they're just amazing.
any kind of carb.
Why do they have to taste so goddamn good?
I don't know. It's like addicting. Carbs are. I just love them.
They actually are addicting, by the way. Like they've been proven that several times.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. I was just saying that to be facetious, but
No. It has to do with like carbs were harder to find in a simple form in nature, and so we crave to get those simple forms.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we've made bread and pasta and all this great stuff to eat.
Yes, which is amazing because that's what I live on. Like, honestly.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
but I bet your ass is not fat.
It's fatter than I would like. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
He's skinny as a toothpick. He's just.
I knew it. You're just
I've gained
narcissistic, aren't
Yeah.
you?
totally. I've gained about 10 pounds in the last 10 years.
Oh my God.
And I just look back. I'm like, Jesus fuck. Like,
Oh jeez. It must be the show that's doing it.
it must
It
be.
must be.
Just sitting on my
Yes.
ass all the time.
It's loaded with carbs.
Oh God. So you travel the con scene pretty frequently. Like,
Yes.
how is that being vegan? I mean, I know what it's like traveling being vegan, but
Oh,
it must be a
it
nightmare.
is so hard. It's a nightmare. I usually end up eating baked potatoes and spinach a lot because
Uh-huh.
that's about all I can eat on the menu because everything's like chicken salad or, I ask for a salad without the chicken and you get like lettuce and carrots. It's like
Yeah.
pretty nasty, but you can't do anything about it. It's very, very hard to eat that way. Very, very hard. I usually end up getting a baked potato or sometimes if I'm lucky, pasta without Alfredo sauce.
So when you're doing just the cons, they don't accommodate very much.
No. Sometimes in the green room they'll have pizza, and I'll eat the pizza crust, and not eat the other part. But
Yeah.
they're not always accommodating. Some are nice, and they'll leave you a little gift basket in your room, and you can eat some of the things. But you get hungry talking to all those fans, and
Definitely.
it's a hungry sort of thing, and you want to really sink your teeth into something after.
How are the fans with your being vegan and your animal rights stances?
Okay, yeah, in LA, I was at a Fangoria convention. I took everybody that I screened that was cool and everything to the pound, and we bought like dogs and cats that would have been killed that next day, and we saved them. So all these people were talking about blood and guts and brains and things like that. And, here we are like, oh, I got to save this puppy. I've got to keep it, and my kitty. And, I would get like greeting cards from their kitties or dogs at Christmas time. It was really nice.
Oh,
That's
fun.
amazing.
So the horror fans are really animal lovers.
And it's kind of funny to think about that. Just with all the blood and guts, just the compassion that people can have.
Oh, yeah. Well, they see a movie and they harm an animal and they'll walk out or they'll get really mad. But if they, cut a person in half,
Rip their arms off.
they'll be okay with it.
It's funny how that works. I mean, and you're a prime example of that. Super compassionate, but like the Queen of Scream. So It's awesome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem.
So what's been the biggest challenge being in the industry, just the whole movie industry, and being vegan?
Just, well, not on movie sets. They usually accommodate you really well, but the conventions are the hardest. And I know going to Japan, believe it or not, was a really hard place to eat because
Really?
you couldn't ask them if their soups and stuff had chicken broth. It was they don't really speak a lot of English over there.
Or fish.
So I didn't know. Yeah, and there's a lot of fish over there. So you got stuck eating a lot of white rice, which is not one of my favorite things.
Yeah. And plain white rice can be pretty boring.
Yes, it can
It is
be.
very boring. It's very boring. So it was like very hard to eat over there.
What's your biggest drive in the animal rights scene? Like, what do you care most about as far as like campaigns or issues that are going on?
I think that the campaign of I don't like the research that they do over and over again on the animals. Like they just do it for research money. It's amazingly cruel where they drowned a dog, bring it back, drowned it, bring it back, drowned it, bring it back. And they keep doing these same experiments over and over and over again. And, it's the same results. And they just keep doing it for research money and, putting the electrodes in the cats or dogs' brains and, just the psychological studies they do where, they do it with monkeys where they take a fake mother and, shock the monkey, just to see what's going to happen to the monkey. It's like, and they keep doing it over and over again. I hate research.
And they get the grants for that too. And all they do is change one small variable, like, oh, now it's a female monkey that's, 18 or whatever, as opposed to, and they get the same money year after year. It's mind-boggling.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is. They get the same thing over and over again. It's really horrible.
Whatever ended up with the 4 being charged with Ada? They were charged. That was part of what they were being charged with.
I think they dropped it.
Did they drop those charges?
Yeah.
Which one?
There was 4 activists out in California that were arrested under the Animal Enterprise Terrorism Act for protesting vivisection. And the biggest thing that they were charged with was using chalk on sidewalks. They would write on sidewalks with chalk,
like
like murder or something like that. And so they were charged with felony terrorism charges because of that.
Was that a while ago?
Yeah, it was a little while ago.
A couple of years ago.
Okay, yeah. I think they did drop the charges, but I think they did do some jail time.
Yeah.
And if it's the same thing, I know that they starved themselves because they wouldn't eat the prison food.
Well,
because it was meat.
Yeah, happened right about the time Jordan went into prison, I believe. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that same time. Maybe that's the excuse for the 10 pounds. Or is it... Wait. Which one of you got the 10 pounds?
It was Jeremy.
Jeremy says he got it.
Oh, Jeremy. Okay.
I lost a lot of weight in
That's
prison.
not it.
Yeah, Jordan lost a lot of weight in prison.
Well, that was in jail, I guess. The soap and everything.
Yeah. That's a hard time being vegan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That makes it really hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they give you probably... Well, I haven't been in jail, but... from what I've heard, on shows and stuff, they give you like green salami or something like that.
Yeah. Mainly I had to stick with white rice too.
Oh no. I know, it's like, oh yum, white rice. It's like in Kill Bill, and she's eating the white rice with her chopsticks when she's been punching and everything like that. And it's like her hands are shaking and I'm like, oh man. Who wants to eat that white rice?
I'm a huge fan of white rice. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, I like brown or long grain or something like that.
I prefer
better.
like long grain jasmine. That's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
But
that is really good.
I'm a rice fan too, but those are just carbs too. Aren't they?
Yeah,
it's just
another
carbs.
carb. It's another carb. We'll have to do lunch, that's for sure.
So speaking about all these carbs and food, like, have you done any other workout videos besides the horror workout video you did years and years ago?
Well, that was re-released in May again.
Oh, I didn't
really?
know that.
Re-released it with a commentary track and, all new commentary. And, we're talking about the different things that happened about the movie, along with the movie when you're watching it. Well, the horror workout, not the movie.
Mhm.
But it just was re-released in May.
That's
And
awesome.
you can get that on my website too. So it's on DVD finally instead of VHS that, was all torn and tattered and everything like that. But that's the only workout video I've done so far.
Have you ever thought about doing more and pushing it that way?
It would be fun to do another one. It would be really fun to like really push it even further.
Yeah. How did that
I
one
would
get
like to do
set up
that.
and organized? Like,
Well, I was on a set of Murder Weapon that David Dakota was doing,
Mhm.
and Ken Hall, who is brothers with Monster Man, Cleve Hall,
Mhm.
he was on the set because he had written the script, and so we were talking about, because I had the scene where I had like a big axe, and I'm going up and down and up and down, and it's pretty heavy, this axe.
Mhm.
And we thought it would be really funny to do, because being in a horror film is a lot of exercise. So we thought, why don't we make a spoof on like Jane Fonda and all these exercise videos, but do it with horror, because horror is a workout.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I mean, you're running from zombies all the time. You're, either trying to beat people to death or, just hide. So there's a lot of physicalities in it.
There's a lot of body contortions when you're possessed.
Oh, yes, I know. Yeah, bending backward, touching your feet. Yes, there are. You have to take a yoga class. Maybe I'll do the Linnea Quigley yoga workout.
I would buy it. I love yoga. I'm terrible at it. I'm so terrible at it.
Oh, I bet you're good.
But it feels so good when you're finished. Like, it's just amazing.
It does.
Ah.
I love the corpses pose when you're all done and you just lay there.
Yeah, it's my favorite. Like, that and child's
Yes.
pose are my two favorite poses. They're ones I can actually do.
Yes.
So,
Well, at least you can do those. A lot of people can't. They won't even touch yoga.
it's true. I've never fully understood that. I love it, though.
I don't know. I think that they can't bend, probably. They probably just can't even touch their toes, so they don't want to make a fool of themselves.
It's a little intimidating. You couldn't,
It
Oh, it
totally
is.
Yeah.
especially if you're doing it in a class and not in your own home.
I do it in my
Yes.
home alone.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, you do.
I'm way
What
too.
else do you do in your home alone?
Ooh. I do a lot of things. I play solitaire. I cook.
Oh,
I cook a lot.
oh, really?
Yeah. That's,
Do you have any animals?
I currently don't.
I do. I have two.
Oh,
I have 3 puppies, and that's it.
oh.
Well, not puppies, I guess you could say. They're dogs.
But
They're
they're your
getting older.
puppies.
They're my puppies.
Oh, okay. Yes, they're still your puppies. Oh, that's cute. Are they rescued animals?
One of them is rescue. The other 2 are
cool.
actually not mine. But
And what kind are they?
there's 2 labs, and then there's a Chihuahua rat terrier mix. She's the rescue.
She's probably the toughest one of them all, right?
Yeah, she thinks she's tough.
She's a
Oh,
pain
yeah,
in the
they're like,
ass.
"Argh."
So
I
how
love
many
them all,
animals
though.
do you care for?
I only have at this time, because I'm going to hopefully be moving soon, 3 dogs. But usually I have up to 5. I've got three rescue dogs at my house right now.
I love dogs.
I do too. I do
Definitely a
too.
dog person over a cat person, but
Yeah, I am too. And I go to the dog park with my dogs and, meet all the other dog people. And, it's fun. It's really fun.
I think Jeremy's more into cats.
I'm the odd vegan. I'm really not into animals.
But you had cats.
I grew up with cats.
Well, a lot of people that are in PETA, some of them are Last Chance for Animals actually say it's not good to keep a pet, but they call it, they don't want to call it a pet, but an animal,
Yeah.
your companion or whatever. But I believe in, dogs love to be around people and cats do too. I mean, or else they would be stranded on the street. So I think it's,
I'm a huge
your choice.
believer. Yeah. I'm a huge believer that, they're domesticated, they need to be taken care of, and that's
Yes.
what we should be doing. I'm just not a fan of hair.
No. Well, you could get a hairless cat, which is kind of funny looking, but or those hairless dogs.
I'm totally open to the idea, but I've never seen one for rescue.
No, I haven't either. They get snapped up pretty fast.
They do.
Yeah. I did have a pug for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but unfortunately,
do they shed a lot?
Not too bad. It's really not too bad. But unfortunately, he didn't get along with my daughter when he was born, so we had to get him to a better home.
Oh.
Yeah. He
snappy?
No, he was so jealous he was peeing all over her.
Oh no.
And we couldn't train him not to do it. We tried.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Yeah, no, totally.
Your poor daughter is traumatized.
Like it's one of the things where like we love you, but you won't stop peeing on her because you hate the attention she gets. So
yeah.
Wow. Talk about territorial dispute. Wow.
Oh yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. We tried for a year and a half and just it didn't work from the day she came home from the hospital, and so we finally had to find another home for him.
Yeah.
Oh well, at least you found another home for him instead of like some people that just drop him off at the pound and then they get euthanized. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. It is really terrible. It's really sad.
It's really bad. I used to stand in front of the pound and people bringing dogs and I'd be like, do you know what's going to happen to that dog? You know, because the dog didn't match their rugs or something like that, or their couch color scheme. You know, it's the weirdest things people will get rid of animals for.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been under the impression if you take in an animal, you treat that animal like you would like your child, you know.
Oh,
You don't just get rid of it for, you know, chewing up a shoe.
No.
In all fairness, if I had another kid that was peeing on one nonstop for a year, I would probably find another home for it also.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really strange behavior. It was very jealous.
Yeah, it was really
very jealous.
We thought it would go away, it just never did.
That home might be like
That's amazing.
A hospital and treatment.
And I should be fair, that's very unusual for pugs. That's not a normal behavior for pugs at all.
No.
So
it must have been really attached to you a lot to be that territorial.
He was really
attached. Yeah.
He's a cute little guy.
He was also food territorial too, which is really weird
because he was a single dog.
Yeah, he was just a single dog. So whenever he was around other ones, he got very territorial.
Oh yeah, mine are like their food's like gone because you know they don't, and then they check each other's food bowls and stuff like that to see if there's any little morsel left. But you know, they don't fight or anything, but they are, you know, like guarding their bowls and stuff. But they're really good about not fighting.
Yeah, my daughter's almost 7 now. She turned 7 on Halloween, and she's been begging to get a pit bull.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
They're so sweet.
Pit bulls are one of the sweetest dogs that I've ever dealt with.
Yeah.
And they're strong.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, they're all muscle.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
They'll pull you over.
Yeah, and one of my really good friends, he has a couple rescue pit bulls, and when my daughter was newborn, she would lay next to one of them and just poke her eye, and she just kept licking her, like, okay, I'll get this attention from you. It was the cutest thing.
Oh my god, that's unbelievable. That's funny.
Yeah,
and that's why
they are sweet dogs. They're so misunderstood.
That's why like breed restrictive legislation is just ridiculous. Because pit bulls are some of the sweetest.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree.
All the talk about dogs, I was just remembering I had a little dog that was a rescue dog, and he used to take his food one at a time and like bring it over and then eat it and chew on it. He had really bad teeth. I don't know what they did to him. He was super abused, but
yeah, he was.
Oh wow.
But like the other dogs, they just chow down their food, so you'd have to separate him because he would just pick out his food because he really couldn't eat it very well with his teeth.
Oh.
And so, but miss that little guy.
Oh, I bet. It sounds cute. It sounds really cute.
So why are you down to 3 right now?
Because of wanting to move. I don't want to have to move more than 3 right now because when I moved from LA to Florida, I had 5 dogs and 3 cats, and it was really an ordeal to move them because I flew them.
That
would be way crazy.
That'd be crazy.
Oh, it was. It was really crazy.
So do you foster the animals or?
I have been. Yes, I've done that a lot. I was working with Roddy Rescue and a lot of places like that.
So what brought you all the way out to Florida?
My parents got sick, and that's why. And I'm the only child, so I had to go there.
Okay. Well, I hope they're doing okay.
Well, no, they're not, unfortunately. But it was good that I was there. It was really good.
Yeah.
This just made me sad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. I'm the one
know.
that's sorry. I'm sorry.
The worst thing about when you lose your parents is every time you have a good news or something or bad news, whatever, you think of calling them, and I still have that instinct of like, oh, I've got to call them, and it's like then you get this horrible sinking feeling like they're not there, and that's I think the worst part of losing someone.
Definitely.
Do you think that's harder being an only child?
Yes, it is, because nobody else, can step in, and it's pretty overwhelming when both your parents pretty much get sick at the same time, like within a week. It's like overwhelming.
And you don't have a sibling to, to lean on,
and
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't.
That's got to be really tough.
You're making me contemplate that I should have another one just for when I die.
Adopt.
Yeah. Adopt a brother or sister.
We have to adopt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because my wife can't have any kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's great. You can adopt then.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kids that need love.
There are. I should really open my heart and home, right?
Yes, open your heart and home. Feed the children. Feed the children. I heard that Captain Kirk does that here in Canada. Does the commercials for, just send $1 to feed a starving child, where they have the kids crying on the screen and stuff like that.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Huh.
It's got to be interesting with Captain Kirk.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he doesn't do it in the States, but I guess in Canada he does it.
Well, I guess we're not good enough for him. I don't know.
Well, I guess not.
I guess not.
Honestly, when you see most Americans, would you want them to adopt your kid?
Probably not. You're like, oh my God, they're going to turn out like them?
Exactly.
Ooh. So do either of you have one of those neighbors that is like, oh, he's such a nice guy, and you've got a putrid smell coming from the house?
That's just Jordan.
Oh, you've got one of those.
That reminds me of The Burbs, the old movie.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That was a good one. Anyway.
We got way off topic. I don't even remember where we were at.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
We're talking about why I only had 3 dogs.
Yeah. How did the animals deal with the move on the flight?
They were actually good. I was more nervous than they were.
Mm-hmm.
I was extremely nervous, and I hired a couple people to come with me to bring. I had 3 cats, so 2 people. So we each had a cat on board, because you have to you can't bring 2 cats in one little thing. So
yeah,
it's and I chose American Airlines because I heard they were the best for transporting animals, and took a red eye so it wouldn't be too hot or cold or anything like that. So it was an ordeal.
Definitely.
I was real nervous when they took the dogs, to be in the, the cargo area. I was thinking, oh, they're going to get out or something's going to happen. It was horrible.
Are the cargo areas, they're not heated, are they?
Well, where they put the animals, they are.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I still call it the cargo area because it's not that safe, I don't think.
Yeah. There's not really a lot of options with dogs, I guess, huh?
Yeah,
especially
no,
bigger breeds.
They won't sit in a seat beside you very well.
I would love to see that, though.
I would love to see that, too.
It would be so cute if they would allow that. I mean, can you see them going through security and their little collars go off and they have to keep getting wanded and stuff?
We're going to have to pat you down over here.
With
Yeah,
TSA.
we're gonna have to pat down your paws, take off those pads on your paws, so we can make you go through this screening device.
What are you hiding in
And
there?
I wonder what a dog would pack for a vacation.
What would a dog pack for vacation?
I just like picture this cute little pit bull in like an apron.
Oh yes,
It's cooking.
yes. I know, with its like little carry-on with biscuits and all kinds of things that so it can snack on the plane.
What are your favorite vegan snacks to bring on a plane?
Pretzels and like granola bars and carrots. Because I don't like to eat a lot of salt when I'm on a plane, even though pretzels have it. I try to get the ones without a lot of salt.
Yeah.
But if I eat salt on a plane, I just blow up. My eyes swell, and I think I'm allergic to salt, along with the plane air.
Yeah.
It just gets...
That recirculated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you right now, you are a million times healthier than me.
That would bring like bagels.
Just by what you said there. I'm like vegan jerky. More vegan jerky.
You're addicted to vegan jerky. All right.
Those primal strips are delicious.
They are amazing.
Primal strips are called?
Yeah.
I haven't tried those yet because I never ate the jerky ever in my life.
Yeah.
So, but I'm going to have to try this now. It sounds good.
They're good. I think they're made like some are made out of seitan and some are made out of mushrooms.
Mushroom, yeah.
So
Which is the better one?
I like the mushroom one
mushroom
personally, but it's
ones.
really spicy.
yeah.
Ooh,
It's
I
like
love
super,
that.
super spicy. It's so
Oh,
good.
okay.
But they're totally amazing, and I have no idea what real jerky tastes like. I know I've had it, but since I stopped eating meat at 11, I don't remember it at all.
I really don't remember it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks disgusting, like, strips of cows or whatever it is. It's like, ugh.
I remember selling it for baseball.
Oh my God.
Fundraising.
Instead of cookies, you sell jerky?
Oh yeah, and then I think about it now. It's like imagine a kid that's vegan growing up, and then they get in that league, and then they're told that they have to sell jerky. It's like that's not cool.
Oh my gosh. I got in trouble in high school because my first class was like home ec or something like that. And they wanted you to like cook breakfast or whatever, cook lunch, cook this thing. And I protested against it. I said, I'm not going to eat because, I'm going to gain all this weight because you're making me eat breakfast at home and then making me eat like at first class. So I like protested and said, I'm not going to eat all this food, and so I didn't have to eat what I cooked.
I was on the other end of the spectrum where I'm like, I'm not cooking this because it's not vegan.
Yay! I love that.
I was
love
told
it.
I couldn't take home ec because they wouldn't
accommodate.
They wouldn't accommodate being vegan.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh, really?
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
take shop then?
No, I tried taking dancing, and they said no,
Oh, wow.
and they signed me up for weightlifting because they said that I needed to be in weightlifting instead.
Because dancing.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
ridiculous.
God, that's funny.
I think it was a little bit. I mean, I don't know. They let me go into home ec, but I refused to do the whole cooking thing. I did the sewing and everything else like that.
Oh yeah, where you make the prison dresses and stuff.
Yeah. Definitely.
So have you gone back to any of your high school reunions and been like, look at me now?
No, I haven't. I hated high school and grade school so much that I have not gone back to a reunion. No, I haven't. But it would be interesting. I did meet like one of my classmates that I knew through grade school and through middle school at a convention once.
Really?
He knew I was coming in and he contacted me some way, and I was so embarrassed. He said, well, let's have a drink together. So I ordered like a Coca-Cola and he got a beer. And he's like, watch this. And he pulled out a piece of glass and he put it in his cup and he goes, waiter, I have glass in my cup. And he goes, look, I got a free drink. And I was just like mortified. I was like,
Oh my
this is what I
God.
grew up with. It was horrible.
He's real classy.
Real classy guy, I thought.
Wow.
It was just like, one of those things where you're like smiling and nodding, going, okay.
Oh, that's insane.
I'll have to try that today.
Yeah, that's so super cool.
So,
Wow.
what other like crazy, fucked up things have you seen at conventions?
Oh, geez. One time I saw a girl jump on Christopher Lee's back. It was her mother and her were there, and she was probably in her 40s, and she just like lunged at Christopher Lee and jumped on his back, and security had to remove her.
Ugh.
That was pretty weird. And then just people that are odd, which there really aren't that many of, but the odd person that gets thrown out of the convention and you see them looking through the glass back in and you're scared that they're going to get a gun.
Oh God!
And then the people that can't afford a room, so they camp out in the different rooms of the hotel, like the front room, and then they have to change because they get kicked out into the back room, into a side room, and they don't shower or anything, and they sleep in a chair the whole time, the whole weekend, and they won't leave your table.
That sounds like a very interesting scene.
Totally.
Oh yeah.
What's the strangest request you've gotten from a fan?
Oh geez. Well, it's not that strange, but like, when you sign your name and they go and autograph it, they don't shower for a couple days, and then they get your name tattooed on their arm.
Okay.
That's kind of strange
That's
to me, because you're like permanently marking your body with a signature. So it always makes me nervous.
But you are a pretty big, star in your scene, so it totally makes sense.
But wait, I don't weigh that much. No. No, thank you so much. But I still don't see myself that way. So to me, it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be weirded out if somebody did that with my name.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, someone did that with your name, Jordan.
Someone did do that with my name. Yeah. It was weird.
He's blushing now because of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's happened. It's definitely interesting. We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
No, it was solidarity. Like, people were getting tattoos to raise money for
your
animal
commissary
rights stuff.
books.
Yeah.
All right. And so what did you do?
What caused me to go to prison?
Yes.
Oh, I refused to testify in a federal grand jury investigating animal enterprise terrorism.
Oh, wow.
As
They actually sent you to prison for that.
Yeah, 10 months.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Good for you. I really respect you for that. I really do.
Well, thank you so much.
I didn't know you were in there 10 months. That is amazing. You are my hero.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, he just celebrated his year-out anniversary last week.
I did.
Oh, man. You must have been so glad when they opened those doors to let you out.
Oh, I was. And this guy right here picked me up. It was cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We went and picked him up down in Texas.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it was great. Texas. The place that they put me, of all places, was called La Tuna.
Oh, no.
I think it was
How
like
funny.
It was an inside joke amongst themselves. Let's put the vegan at La Tuna.
Oh, God, that's terrible. So you were like riced out for 10 months. Oh, God.
Yeah. But the funniest thing about his entire stay there is that he got a prison tattoo of a tuna can.
It's funny.
No way.
Yeah. Well,
like a prison tattoo?
Yeah. Well, when you're in prison, you have to get a prison tattoo. It's just what you do.
Well, of course. Yes, of course. To prove that you're macho and tough.
Just to say, where's your prison tat? Oh, it's right here.
Well, yeah. Actually, you should be very proud of it.
Damn.
Now, does it say on your tuna can dolphin safe, or?
It has an expiration date, and it's the day that I got out.
Oh, that's really original. I love that.
Yeah,
it's actually cute.
It's
fun.
It
is cute.
It's weird that I'm a vegan and I've got a tuna can, but whatever.
Yeah, that's weird, but
it's a pun.
It was La Tuna, so yeah.
Yeah. It was just making fun of the whole thing.
Oh God, yeah. You you must be a great person to keep your sense of humor with having to be in jail for that long. Oh man.
Like, I keep him grounded. I'll punch him all the time so he gets reminded of what it's like.
Like bam, bam. Yes. I don't blame you.
So, what type of activism have you been involved with?
Mainly, well, let's see, a couple different things like distracting the police, like when they've had premieres at Grauman's and there's a movie that's like not animal friendly, I'll like, trip out of the cornered off place and act like I'm hurt so the police will come over. And then one of the spokespersons can make their way to the podium and get some news coverage and, kind of send a message out. I've
That's
had
amazing.
people dress as like animals and we hold signs against animal abuse. I got picked up actually, but I didn't go with him by John Voight at one of these candle vigils at Cedar Sinai, which are really bad with animal research. And I was in LA and, we were, there and I had to use a restroom and I walked over to this restaurant and I went into the restroom. And so all of a sudden this lady walked in the restroom and said, "Mr. Voight would like to talk to you." And I'm like, well, I have to go be at my post for animal rights. So I didn't meet with Mr. Voight.
Mr. Voight would like to talk to you?
Yes, it was really strange.
That's absolutely hilarious.
It was weird sending his representative into the restroom to talk to me. It was just very strange.
Yeah. Have some privacy here.
Yeah, really, some privacy.
So was
Mr. Voight over to the candle vigil?
Was that with LCA in if you were in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
I love LCA.
Oh my God, yes.
I do
too.
Yeah, I've always been a huge fan.
Mm-hmm.
Did you read his book at all?
I haven't. I own it.
I own it too, and I haven't gotten through it yet. But it's like the pictures are so disturbing, and just the things that like are told about things. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. It's. He took me out to dinner once. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, it's like 10 years ago. We were doing an animal rights tour, and we were just traveling through, and we were calling organizations as we were traveling just to see what they were doing and if we could help out in any protest. And we showed up at their office and they thought, that was cool. So they took us out to dinner. It was a lot of fun.
That is really nice.
Yeah,
his name's
really
Krista Rose, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
He's the one against having a animal as a companion.
He has some very hardcore beliefs.
Oh, yes. Yes, very. And yeah, he sent me a prison. I have it on a tape somewhere where he called me from prison when he was demonstrating and stuff like that, and once sent to prison when they broke in and got the cats out with the electrodes in their heads.
Oh, yeah.
And he sent me like a prison greeting, like, "Hello, Linnea, how are you? I'm in prison."
Yeah, I have a lot of respect. I really, really do. So.
Oh yeah.
And I can't remember where we went. We had hamburgers, vegan, of course, but I can't remember where.
Did you go to was it like way in the valley?
I know so little about the area.
Just
and
follow your heart.
I've never actually been to Follow Your Heart. I mean, I buy their products.
It's great. It's a really it's like a little diner type thing in the back of their grocery store, but the food is so good. Their Reubens are like amazing. When I'm in LA, I have somebody go there and get me one because I love them.
How is the vegan food where you live now?
Horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Bummer.
That's one of the reasons I want to move. There's only a few restaurants that are that way, and it's not, you really miss the really good stuff.
Well, if you let me sell you on Salt Lake for a second, we have an amazing vegan scene here, a lot bigger than most people realize.
Really?
Oh yeah.
There's a third vegan bakery popping up.
We have a third vegan bakery opening.
No.
We were voted as the most vegan friendly small city in the U.S.
We're like
Now what? Oh, in Salt Lake?
Yeah, in Salt Lake.
We're like number 7 on the list
wow.
of friendliest vegan places.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I love that.
It's great because yes, there's lots of religious fanatics here, but what's great about it in downtown, it's split very evenly, and so if you're not a religious fanatic, you're part of this awesome counterculture, and the counterculture really sticks together really tightly and has amazing values, and they help each other in so many ways.
And I'd say that most have congregated to Salt Lake, so like anywhere outside of Salt Lake, you might run into the religious fanatics, but
Salt Lake City is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that sounds amazing to me.
We have the restaurant here. I'm just selling you on Salt Lake for a second.
Yeah.
We have a restaurant here called Vertical Diner that was voted as the number 1 vegan chicken sandwich in the U.S.
Number 1?
Yeah, number 1.
It's like a little diner.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's all diner food.
Malts and shakes and
yeah.
Oh my God, I would die. That would be so great.
You can get breakfast for dinner there.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love that.
It's amazing. It's really amazing.
3 bakeries. That I would not have guessed that. I would not have guessed that in a million years.
So it's beautiful to visit with the mountains. You got the skiing, and then you got all the amazing vegan places.
Wow. I've been there twice to Salt Lake, just briefly. Once for a Blockbuster that was owned by a Mormon. That was really weird when Blockbuster first started. And the other time went up in the mountains to film that Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they filmed here.
Yeah, it was up in the mountains there. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
The very first one.
So Blockbuster as in the rental place?
Well, it was a Blockbuster store when Blockbuster first started. I remember the guy picked me up at the airport and took me to watch some place where they show you the start of Mormonism and everything.
Yeah.
And
we call that Space Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I love that. Space.
Did you see the Space Jesus?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Just weird. It was just weird. And then I thought I was going to be shot at the Blockbuster video, because it was like horror films I was like promoting and like Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers and all these things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not going well.
Both Jeremy and I have worked at Blockbuster.
This is true. I met my wife.
Really?
Yeah, I actually was my wife's boss at Blockbuster. That's how I met her.
Oh, and then you couldn't fraternize?
My mom was the human resource at the time.
That was the problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Complicated
So
backstory.
there's a whole Blockbuster. And now where are they? Where'd they go?
They got
just
bought by Dish Network.
Yeah, they bought by Dish Network, and then they're closing down most of them.
Oh, no.
The one that I
miss
worked
going
at
to the
just
video
closed down.
stores.
It's nostalgic. Like, Netflix and everything else, there's amazing content, but it's not the same as browsing and getting it. It's way different.
Well, you can't just pull out Night of the Demons off the shelf and be like, hell yeah. Right?
Yeah, you're right. And go, I'm in this movie, man. And people look at you like, yeah, right, you are. No, I don't ever do that. I don't ever go and self-promote myself. Like go, oh, look, I'm in this movie,
Have you ever been caught like checking out your own movie? Like going to a Blockbuster and renting?
No, luckily I haven't. I haven't, luckily.
So do you own a copy of every movie you've been in?
I'm starting to get about everyone, but not everyone. No, not every one of them I've done. I have, but a lot of them I just have to have, but I don't sit there and watch them ever.
How hard would it be to get all of them? Like, how many of them could you still acquire?
I don't know. There's probably about 10 that I don't have. I've never seen, I would say. There could be more. But a lot of them are released in Europe, or they never got distribution, or I just never got a copy of it.
Are those more of the older ones?
It might be hard to get. The what ones?
Or were those more of the older ones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the older ones.
That would make sense, too.
Could you name every movie you've been in? I mean,
No
because you're
way.
well into the 100. So
Yes, I could not name every movie I've been in. No.
Wow.
I just remember the major ones.
What's been your favorite project you've worked on?
Well, even though it was horribly, horribly hard with the rain and the mud and the nights and everything, Return of the Living Dead was my favorite
Oh, yeah.
project.
That one was awesome.
And then
And it's just
doing
iconic.
it,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like when you watch it, you see something different every time. It's like
Mhm.
one of those, puzzles that you look and you try to find a different thing in it. You always find something different in it when you watch it. Like
Definitely.
the eye chart, you look and say, "Oh, it says something on there," and that's in back of Bert. And
That's something I didn't even notice. Now I'll have to go back and watch it and see that.
yeah, when they're in the office and he's telling Freddie about, going down to the basement, it in the eye chart it says something. So it's when you watch it, there's just different nuances that you miss,
Yeah.
the first time you see it.
That's so cool.
I love those Easter eggs hidden in things.
I do too.
They're the best.
I do too. I love that. It makes a movie more fun to watch.
And especially over and over again, where you're constantly searching and you're constantly getting that feeling of something new every single time.
Oh yeah,
That's
definitely.
I was an Easter egg, no big deal.
Oh,
Fuck you.
did you get the golden egg?
So my friend, he just released a comic book called The Liberator. It's an animal rights based comic.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about the heroes in the comic are
They're-
saving
Yeah,
animals'
they're saving
lives.
animals.
But there's a health food store that's named after me. No big deal.
You're kidding. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, you deserve it. You
Well, thank
deserve it. You're a hero.
Well, thank
So, yes.
I'll keep him grounded. Punch.
Okay. Okay. Well, you're a hero too.
Aw, thank
Thanks.
you.
Yeah. But he did 10 months, so
I did.
because he would testify.
Yeah.
He wouldn't say a word.
It's true, he didn't. Well, he did say, I plead the fifth a lot of times.
Oh, I plead the fifth. That should have got you off. Were they really rough with you when they took you in?
With like a grand jury, you actually don't have any of your basic rights. They strip
great.
they strip you of them, so you have no right to plead the fifth.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I didn't know.
Yeah. It's weird. But yeah, they didn't like
So
me.
you just sit there going da 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 da.
Yeah, and I'm the kind of guy that just likes to joke when I'm in a stressful situation, so I
Yes.
just did a lot of jokes, and that probably didn't help.
Yeah.
Probably not. That probably made them very mad.
Yeah.
But what else do you do,
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
see why.
My favorite
I can
story.
see why. I
yeah.
do that too.
My favorite story with him when he went in, the very first, because he had to go 4 times to the grand jury? 3 times? The very first time he went in, the prosecutor came up to him and to introduce himself to Jordan. He's like, hey, this is, I'm the prosecutor. This is what's going on. Jordan just looked at him and said, fuck you, you're trying to put my friends in prison, and walked away.
Oh, I love it. That's great. That's so funny. That's
Yeah.
a good story. Fuck you. You're trying to put my friends in jail.
Yeah.
I'll have to remember that one.
So he started that relationship off very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure the prosecutor was like, that moron there. He's actually cussing at me,
Yeah.
and I make a lot of money.
I could have probably really rethought a lot of things I did, but it's the past. Oh well.
Well, I like it. I like it.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us. Is there anything you wanted to promote today or push across, or anything you're working on?
Well, the most important thing was the animal rights thing, which we talked about. Mainly, if you want to get the horror workout, you can go to www.linnea-quigley.com. That's on there, the horror workout, and other movies. Also, I want to push that I'm luckily still working, and I just did a gore zone. It's going to be the first gore zone that's been out for quite a while.
Wow.
I did a pictorial, kind of like a Playboy pictorial for it. So that's going to be on the stands pretty soon. Or subscription. You can get it through Fangoria.
Awesome.
Yes.
So
I said, yes, animal rights and veganism work. I can still pose at my age.
that's amazing. I mean, that says
pretty cool.
so much.
Mm-hmm.
And so my hat's off to you on that. It's totally amazing.
Oh, well, thank you.
It
was great. And I hope to get to Salt Lake City.
Hey, if you're here, I'll gladly take you to the best vegan chicken sandwiches and amazing vegan bakeries.
The number one, yes.
Yeah, the best of the
I would
best.
love that. Oh, man, I wouldn't want to leave then.
And that's okay, too. You're always welcome.
Gets cold.
Oh, well, thank you.
Is there any way your fans can reach you on social media?
On Facebook. I am on Facebook.
Just search your name?
Under my name.
Okay.
Yes,
Awesome.
search my name. So they can definitely reach me there.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. We had a lot of fun.
We did.
Oh, I know. And you guys are my heroes now. I love the stories. I love them.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, and I hope to see you guys soon.
Okay.
All
Have a wonderful day.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
What's the poll this week?
Favorite alternative energy source?
What is your favorite alternative energy source?
I like solar. I think solar's pretty cool. I
like the other comments. The first one is farts.
that would be pretty cool.
I mean, think about it though. You got your methane,
Uh-huh.
maybe wind power also. So I mean, there's a good reliable source
Yeah,
there.
totally. I think urine would be a great one to
Urine?
utilize.
Like as far as ammonia,
Is that just say cough?
yeah, it says cough.
All right.
I don't know what that means.
Man muscle and stolen vegetable oil.
Not just vegetable oil.
Stolen. But isn't I say that's biodiesel still?
I would
So biofuel.
I
So
would agree with that. So we
uh,
could add in another percentage
yeah,
or two to biofuel.
way to fail
Failure
doesn't change the percentage,
That wouldn't change the percentage.
but way to fail.
The vast majority of people, 28%, said solar energy.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of solar energy. It's made lots of leaps and bounds.
Yeah, it really has it used to be where you could only capture like the one
ray,
like the white or
the frequency.
yeah. They have the different color.
The different frequencies.
Uh-huh.
They,
But now they're starting. I think you can capture almost all of them now, right?
I don't know about the frequencies you can capture, but one of the things I'm fucking in love with, and I said solar energy also, but for this one reason, there's a company up in Idaho, I believe they're from, where they manufacture solar roads.
That is so cool.
They're
Those
fucking
ideas
amazing.
are awesome.
And so, like, their whole idea is that if you build a community with these roads made out of solar panels, that it could power all of the houses in that community by itself.
I mean, you're going to be making a road anyway, and it's destructive.
Uh-huh.
So why not utilize it with something that's
Why?
productive?
Yeah. And if you look them up, I don't even know the name of their company or anything, but if you look up solar roads, you'll get a whole bunch of information on it. What's amazing about it is that they're aware that you're not going to get the best angles. You're not going to get, but what you're doing is getting surface area.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of getting the best angles you can, like on a large structure like a roof, and you can tilt it, you're getting way more surface area.
Yeah.
So you're still getting a lot more benefit. And it's amazing to think of, even in rush hour traffic, when it's bumper to bumper, how much space is still in between the cars exposed to sunlight.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's I
way
love
cool.
going in that direction with things.
Definitely. I think wind energy is awesome too.
I love driving by the wind farms.
Yeah.
They're just so beautiful.
Just spinning little fans.
I've always wanted to, maybe it's just sickening of me, but you've always hear about birds that get caught in the wind farm.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
And bats too.
Yeah.
It happens.
I'm sure it does.
I had somebody wrote me in prison. What's her name? Vanessa. She wrote me in prison.
Hi, Vanessa.
And she actually works with bats and
Guana. Is it guano?
She I think she does deal with that too, but she's actually right now, or she was when I was talking to her, on a campaign to see how the wind things are affecting the bats, and then she was trying to help prevent it. So it's pretty cool or pretty interesting, I should say.
It's interesting.
Yeah. I mean that they're actually taking the extra step to prevent it too. So
I wonder if they've done research onto if more birds are harmed by that, or if more fish are harmed by like offshore drilling. I mean, I can pretty much guarantee you that the offshore drilling is going to be way fucking worse.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah. Geothermal though got 18.8.
And that's an interesting one. A lot of people are against it because you have to.
The drilling?
The drilling is what they're against, but it is all downward drilling. And
my new home is geothermal.
Mm-hmm. Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's an interesting, good thing. Zeitgeist actually talked about it in their second movie. I haven't seen the third one yet, but
I haven't seen any.
They're pretty interesting.
It's all conspiracy theory shit, right?
Not. I mean, no. It's different. It's like a little bit of conspiracy theory in there, but backed up with some evidence, you know.
Okay.
I heard the third one's pretty boring. At least that's what Mari was telling me.
You know, these next results kind of surprised me. I thought biofuel and ethanol would get the least votes.
Really?
Yeah.
Over nuclear binding energy?
Because I don't think biofuel and ethanol is actually an alternative. Like, I view that as just a differentiation of what we currently are on. I view alternatives as more sustainable. Mm-hmm. Well, ethanol and biofuel really aren't that sustainable.
You can get a lot off of a crop like what are those cattails?
No, I mean, I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying I think there's way more.
There's totally way more sustainable.
So I was really surprised that that biofuel got 15%.
I just think like when it comes to like waste, like vegetable oil, like used vegetable oil,
I think
definitely it's going to waste. So why not use it as a fuel source?
But then again, you are still burning oil, and you're still the pollution and the side effects of the burning of the oil.
Definitely.
So I mean, but
you can make candles out of them too, but it's still burning the oil.
It is still burning the oil.
To a less extent.
So, but yeah, I mean, I have really conflicting views on nuclear binding energy.
I don't know.
And the reason I have conflicting views on it is because, like, basically the way we use nuclear energy today, I'm not a fan. I'm not saying this is what we should be pushing for, but the nuclear energy that we use today is like Thomas Edison's light bulb. Like, it's such brand new. It's who knows where it could go. And I'm not saying we should definitely go down that road, but it's interesting to me that we've barely scratched the surface of the possibilities of where we could go with that.
Well, what's scary is like when you look at things like Fukushima and
totally,
and all that stuff, Chernobyl. What can actually happen when things go wrong?
Yeah,
and it's devastating.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even a small whoops. That area is.
But that being said, coal production still kills more and has killed more than nuclear energy production ever has. Not saying I'm an advocate for either or.
Yeah.
I mean, just saying let's,
Well, that's why we need to focus on a alternative energy source.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
But I would like to see where the science could take us with nuclear without full-scale production, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it would be interesting to see it as an idea, not necessarily going about and doing it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's more of the
concept
and the science of it.
Yeah.
That
it's
really intrigues me.
Definitely.
I wish cold fusion was possible.
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
It'd be amazing.
Except for they'd probably fuck our water supply up somehow.
Fucking water supply up.
I want urine. Runoff urine.
How do you run off urine?
It has ammonia in it.
Okay.
And then it has oxygen in it.
Okay.
It has hydrogen in it.
Okay.
Those are all combustible things.
Are they? How are you going to separate them? How much energy sources are going to require to separate them into usable?
It's not possible right now. But if it was, pee in your gas tank.
I still love the Back to the Future idea of just throwing garbage in your gas tank. Was that 2 or 3?
I don't remember.
I think it's 2.
Yeah.
3, they go to west.
Yeah,
west.
Western.
Yeah.
One,
So Back to the Future 2.
What's up with that? No, wait, never mind. I was thinking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. They also went back in time, and it was samurai though.
Did they?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Even the third Evil Dead, they went back in time. What the fuck's up with that shit?
God, I don't know. Anyway, so that's a favorite energy source.
Cool.
I wish that they could make it Okay, just hear me out on this. Okay, they should make a male and a female condom. Okay, that the male condom is basically wrapped in magnets, and the female condom is outlined in coil, like copper coil.
Okay.
So as you're fucking, you're creating energy by the back and forth motion of the magnet in the coil.
I wouldn't create very much energy. Just saying.
Just if someone wants to research that, let's get on that road.
I get like a minute worth of energy. Just all right.
Okay.
This week, you heard Third Density Blues by Cinewave, Distant Dreams by Absentix, and as always, Which Side Are You On by Commandantes. We offer this show on a sliding scale from free to $1. If you like what you just heard, please donate accordingly at whichsidepodcast.com. Frick, shoot, darn.